Hi, and welcome to Jbrc Race Cars. My name is Steve, and what we're going to talk about is window nets. With some of the current rule changes that maybe you are or are not familiar with, instead of the window nets being dated monthly now, no matter what time of the year that you have a car built or have your window net made by the window net manufacturer, they've gone to 2 dates a year. You have a date that allows you to buy a window net from June to June or from December to December. So with us going into the end of the season, obviously to get the best of the 2 full years from a window net, great time of the year to either check the date on your window net now, see what it is, or if you're constructing a car over the winter months to have the window net made, and that way you'll get a December date and go 2 years till the following when it has to be replaced. I've got a sample of a couple things set out here. A window net kit, when you get it, doesn't look like very much. You're thinking, well, what do I got here? I got some pieces of tubing and a bunch of hardware or whatever. But it really has to do with the method that you're using of the installation of your window net and several different ways of doing it. So we've got all the hardware here and offer a variety of different ways of helping you. We generally work with the Stroud Safety Equipment Company in the construction of custom window nets. And traditionally for years, you either had window nets that had 2 pieces of tubing like this. One piece ran diagonally down the door X bar, and the other one ran across the roof diagonal in the car. That particular window net generally unlatched either at the top or the front and dropped out of the way. Then you came along with running them vertical instead of horizontal, so now you ran up the back or forward edge of the main hoop of the chassis, and then came by rule minimum, it could be more, 10 inches forward, and then you had another vertical bar that ran from the top of the cage down to the door X point. We generally used a pivot point at that area of the cage and a rod end that went into the piece of tubing, and it allowed the rod end, when the buckle was undone at the top, it allowed the vertical rod running up, to pivot back, or in this case out of the way of the driver, and opened up the cage area for him to enter and exit the car. So again, a variety of different ways you'll see on our website, in our catalog, to mount a window net. The more popular one today and widely used is a double buckle design. And this is what I have a cutaway of here. This is what it would look like from the outside of the car. You'd have a single tube running down the door X, clevis on each side with a tab that would be welded to the door X bar, nut and bolt screw hardware to attach it. This would be your loop point at the bottom of the window net, and then at the top you'd have 2 buckles. Generally the buckles are installed by the window net manufacturer, obviously, as the window net is made, and what's supplied then in the kit, as I spin this around, would be 2 tabs. Similar to this, the tabs can be fold, broke, bent, whatever's necessary for you to weld to the roll cage. As you can see on these demonstration here, what we did is cutaway. We generally try to mount it like that, so when the buckle's undone, the tab's completely out of the way, and as the driver enters, exits the car, you don't even see the tab from the face side. Nobody drags their back across it. Just makes for a real clean way. Also, in the event of the car having an accident, unfortunately, the cage itself would protect the inside of the tab and the buckle, thus allowing the safety safari or the driver to get the driver out of the car without any damage to the window net or window net buckle. So again, these would be from the inside, broke loose like that. And that's primarily what you see probably with a lot of the in-car camera shots anymore, is the double buckle design. When undone, the net drops completely out of the way, allowing real good access for the driver to enter and exit the car. Again, with some of the cars, cockpit areas becoming smaller, funny car cages, tightness and stuff like that, this is probably a real good, and the most common method today of a window net installation. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or reach out to us on the web. We're always here to give you a hand and help.